Okay, so let's now have the different types of layout. So we have here the product or line layout. So we have the product, the product or line layout. We also have process or functional layout. We also have the process or functional layout. Then the third is fixed position or location layout. Fixed position. And of course, the last layout that we have is the combination layout. Combination layout. So these are the different layouts, the different layouts in a plant, design. So in a product or line layout, under this, machines and equipments are arranged in one line depending upon the sequence of operation. So when we speak of operation, how something is done. Okay, this is how something is done. So with the use of the different tools and machineries so required for in making a product. So the materials move from one workstation to another sequentially without any backtracking or deviation. So there is a sequence of operation. Under this, machine are grouped in one sequence. Therefore, materials are fed into the first machine and finished goods travel automatically from machine to machine, the output of one machine becoming input of the next. So if we are going now to illustrate this product or line layout from the word itself, product. Okay, so the focus now of the layout here is the focus is by product. So like for example, if this is the shop, then again take note that again the focus are the products. So make sure, so since the focus are the product, then for example, this is the shop. The shop now will look like this. So for example, this particular shop offers services like making manufacturing tools. For example, there are manufacturing tools and machineries. Okay. So if the shop is using product or line layout, then the shop will look like this. So this area, so like for example, this area is for making tools. Okay, for making tools. Okay, so another area is for making, because again, the focus is on the different products. So this area is for another area. Okay, sorry, we can Okay, so another area is for the making of the different, machineries. Okay, so let's just say this area A, so this is area A, and then this one is area B. So if this is the shop, once you enter this shop, you will see that there are two areas within the shop. Area A is for manufacturing tools, and for area B, that is for manufacturing different machineries. Okay, so like for example here, in area A, once you get inside area A, there you will see different operations in making tools. Okay, like for example, this one is preparing the material. This machine is used in preparing the materials. Next machine is for assembly. Next operation is for the packaging. Then for the finishing. Okay, so again, you will see, if you get inside this area A, you will see different operations. So that's why there is no backtracking, because there is a sequence of operation done in that area in producing a particular product. Okay, so same with area B. So in area B, the focus is on making machineries, in which once you get inside that area, you will see different operations as well, in which that operation is just solely for making machineries. So that is how you will see now the layout when it comes to product or line layout. Okay, so these are the different operations done in order to make particular tool. Area B is for making, these are the different operations done in making machineries. Okay, so advantages of product layout: low cost of material handling due to straight and short route and absence of backtracking, because there is a sequence of operation in doing the work, in doing the tools, or in doing particular product. Smooth and uninterrupted operations, because it just focuses on one product, although in the shop there are different services offered. Continuous flow of work, lesser investment in inventory and work in progress, optimum use of floor space, shorter processing time or quicker output, because again, the focus of the different operations is for a particular product only. Less congestion of work in the process, simple and effective inspection of work, and simplified production control, lower cost of manufacturing per unit. The disadvantage of this product layout: high initial capital investment, because if you have, like for example, you have here in this example, the shop is offering two products. These are, in example, these are the tools and the machineries. Then of course, you need to invest, the shop need to invest now high capital for the different machines to be used solely for a particular product. So heavy overhead charges. Breakdown of one machine will hamper the whole production process because it is sequential. So once there is something wrong with one machine, then it cannot continue to finish the product. lesser flexibility as especially laid out for a particular product. So when do we use this? Mass production of standardized products, simple and repetitive manufacturing process, operation time for different processes is more or less equal, reasonably stable demand for the product, continuous supply of materials, because it just focuses, the production just focuses on one product. Okay, so let's now have the process or functional layout. Okay, from the word itself. If here the focus is on product, so that's why there is room for each product in a shop. Here, the focus now is on the operations, on the different operations, different machines to be used. So in this type of layout, machines of a similar type are arranged together at one place. So example, machines performing drilling operations are arranged in the drilling department. Machines performing casting operations be grouped in the casting department. Therefore, the machines are installed in the plants which follow the process layout. Okay, like for example, this is the shop. So once you get inside the shop, you will see now that there will be different rooms. Okay, so if in product layout, the different rooms, you will see in different rooms, there is a particular product to be done. So here in the process, once you get inside the room, you will notice that the department is that it is a department for a particular operation. Okay. So once you get inside the shop, you will see different rooms. And upon checking, if you will check the rooms, then there you will see that the rooms is for different operations. Okay, just like the example even mentioned a while ago, like for example, in this room, this is the machine in performing the drilling. Okay. Okay, so this room is for the drilling. So letter D, that is for the drilling. Okay, next room is for casting. Okay, another room for casting. Okay, then another room for example here casting, whereas here it's for drilling department. Here in this room, this is the assembly department. Then in this room, this is for the packaging department. And then for this room, this is for the marketing department or quality control department. Okay, so there's a big difference between the two layouts. Now, for the product, once you get inside the shop, you will see that this room is only for a particular tool, and the processes that you will observe there are the processes only for making a particular product. here, like for example, even if this shop is offering the same with, for example, this shop is also offering tools and machineries, but the arrangement inside is by process. Like for example, in tools and machineries, what is common to them is, of course, there is drilling to be done. So they will have here inside this room, it's just for drilling. Okay, drilling for tools, drilling for machineries. So here, casting for tools, casting for machineries. Here, assembly of tools and assembly of machineries. Here, packaging of tools and machineries in the first year, like for example, quality and control for this kind of products. So that is the difference. That is now by process. Okay. So the advantages of process, the advantages of process layout, lower initial capital investment in machines and equipment, because the if there is this if there is a common operation in making the different products, then there will only be one machine to be used for that particular operation. Okay. So there is a high degree. So the machine to be used in a particular operation will be maximized in different products. So the overhead costs are relatively low because there is only one machine to be used. Like for example, here drilling, there will only be one machine to be used in doing the different products. Unlike here, there will be one machine. They are going to purchase different machines in working a particular product. But here, if there is this common operation in doing the different products, then it will just be integrated, will be just be done in just one place or in just one department. If the operation involved is just the same. Change in output design and volume can be more easily adapted to the output of variety of products. Breakdown of one machine does not result in complete work stoppage. Okay, so unlike here, it is sequential that once one of the machine will break down, it cannot continue to the next. You cannot finish doing the product. Here, if only one department will have this delay, then it will not result in the delay of all the operations in doing a product. Okay, so supervision can be more effective and specialized because the focus is just on one operation. So when it comes to supervision, it will be easy because the focus is on just one area. There is a greater flexibility and scope for expansion. So what are the disadvantages? So materials handling costs are high due to backtracking. More skilled labor is required, resulting in higher cost. Okay, so time gap or lag in production is higher. Work in progress inventory is high, needing greater storage space. More frequent inspection is needed, which results in costly supervision. Okay, so when do we use this kind of layout? Products are not standardized. Quantity produced is small. There are frequent changes in design and style of product. job shop type of work is done, machines are very expensive. Why the machine should be very expensive? Because of course we'll be doing different products. So which means that it will be used for a longer time. So the management or the shop need to make sure that the machine to be used is really of good quality. Okay, so fixed position. Let's now have the fixed position. Let's have the fixed position. In this type of layout, the major product being produced is fixed at one location. So equipment, labor, and components are moved to that location. All facilities are brought and arranged around one work center. This type of layout is not relevant for small scale entrepreneur. Okay, so here in fixed position, okay, so if this is the shop, so everything is in just one corner. Everything is just in one place. Okay, so everything is, if this is the machine to be used, especially if the machine is heavy, then there is no need to to relocate the machine. So everything is in one place. For example, quality, packaging, so you will see assembly, drilling. So everything is, again, especially if the machineries to be used are too heavy. So advantages, it saves time and cost involved in the movement of work from one workstation to another. So here is the laborer, then everything that he needs, every material, every machine that he will be needing, every power tool that he will be, is just beside him. So because it is in a fixed position. But of course, the kind of layout to be used depends on the need of the shop. So the layout is flexible as change in job design and operation sequence can be easily incorporated. So another advantage of fixed position, it is more economical when several orders in different stages of progress are being executed simultaneously. Adjustments can be made to meet shortage of materials or absence of workers by changing the sequence of operations. So what are the disadvantages? What are the disadvantages of fixed position or location? Of course, you cannot move it right away. Production period being very long, capital investment is very heavy. Very large space is required for the storage of material and equipment near the product. So as several operations are often carried out simultaneously, there is a possibility of confusion and conflicts among different work groups because everything is just in one place. Sometimes, especially if the workers are stressed, then there will be this confusion of what should be used because everything is just in one place. Okay, so when do we use this fixed manufacture of bulky and heavy products such as locomotive ships, boilers, generators, etc. Construction of buildings, flyovers, dams. Okay, so it's really a heavy work. So here in a combined or combination layout, from the word itself, of course, the need arises. you as you enter a shop, you will see that you will observe that it's a combination of different layouts. So it depends to the needs of the shop. So there are, if you will, sometimes like for example, upon entering the shop, you will observe that one room is practicing the product or is observing product or line layout. Then another corner is practicing applying this process or functional layout. Then that's it. It's a combination layout. So certain manufacturing units may require all three processes, namely intermittent process, the continuous process, and the representative process. Okay, so for the continuous process, that's the mass production shop. So mass production is like the product layout. Then process job shops like the process layout. So it can be it is considered as combined or group layout. Most of industries only a product layout or process layout or fixed location layout does not exist because thus in manufacturing concerns where several products are produced in repeated numbers, generally a combination of the product process layout or other combinations are found in practice. Usually this combination layout is being practiced in most of the industries because like what I've said, as the need arises that they really need to work on different products. So if the products are standardized and there is this large demand for the product to be made, then there is a need. There will be a department which that department caters will have this kind of layout, this product layout. Then for some part of their clientele or customers have a demand for a particular product also, then this process functional layout will be done. Okay, then here comes the fixed position. Okay, so these are the different plant layouts.